Hey everyone, and welcome to this exciting demo of Fast2. Today we'll be taking you through a real-world example of migration from Documentum 7.0 to SharePoint Online. It's a complex process, sure, but it's the perfect opportunity to demonstrate Fast2's capabilities and show you just how seamless we can make things. So what are we gonna do? We'll map metadata, extract content, and ensure folder structures and files are injected into SharePoint in a clean, organized way, keeping everything intact with zero data corruption. Let's dive right in. When you open up the Fast2 UI, you'll want to head straight to the catalog. Here, we'll search for Documentum source task, which will help us pinpoint the documents we want to migrate. Now, in a real migration, we might be talking about thousands, maybe millions of documents, but today we'll keep things simple and focus on just one document for this demo. Now that Fast2 has identified our document, we'll add another task. This one is crucial. It extracts the metadata, contents, and folder references from Documentum. This is where Fast2 really shines because we're not just moving files, we're preserving the integrity of the whole document package. Of course, we could even have more complex requirements here like extracting documents renditions, but we'll keep it straightforward for today. Once we have the extraction in place, we'll link these tasks together. What does this mean? Well, it ensures that each artifact, the document itself, its metadata, and even its folder structures move through the workflow in sync. Imagine this like a relay race. Each task passes the baton to the next, and Fast2 guarantees that everything reaches the finish line together. Now, things get a bit more interesting. We know that we can't just upload the document directly to SharePoint. Different systems have different ways of handling data, and that's where metadata mapping comes in. We'll use the Alter Document Properties task to add a new metadata on the fly. For example, we map the document title from Documentum to a metadata field in SharePoint. This is key for maintaining consistency and traceability in the destination system. Next, we'll configure the SharePoint library ID. This will tell Fast2 where exactly in SharePoint we want to store our document. But here's the cool part. Fast2 lets us dynamically resolve these values. This means that we can pull in the library ID directly from the document itself or even automate it based on certain conditions. Flexibility at its best. Let's talk reporting. Fast2 also makes it easy to generate reports of what was successfully migrated and what wasn't. We'll set up two CSV outputs, one for the documents that were uploaded successfully and one for any other document that failed during the process. This is super useful for tracking the migrations process, as well as giving you visibility into any issue that might come up, so you can address them proactively. Alright, we've got our workflow in place. Now it's time to configure the tasks. We'll set up the Documentum connection, specifying the doc-based name and credentials, and define our DQL query. From here, we'll jump to the extraction task, where we'll enable all the options we need: metadata, folder references, and contents. This is where Fast2 really simplified things for us. Finally, let's configure the upload to SharePoint Online. Using Microsoft's GraphQL API, we'll set up the necessary authentication credentials: the client ID, client secret, and tenant ID. We'll make sure the document is placed in the correct folder structure in SharePoint, just like it was in Documentum. It's all about preserving the integrity of the data and ensuring a smooth transition to the new system. Now, let's run the workflow. Fast2 will start by identifying our document from Documentum, extracting it, mapping the metadata, and then uploading it to SharePoint Online. You can follow the entire process using Fast2's Panel Tracker, which shows exactly where each document is in the workflow. When all is done, we'll have a successful migration with the document safely stored in SharePoint along with its new metadata. And there you have it. We have successfully migrated the document from Documentum to SharePoint Online while preserving the metadata and folder structures and generating reports to track the process. I hope this demo gave you a clear understanding on how Fast2 can streamline your next migration project. Whether you're moving from Documentum, heading to SharePoint, or tackling both, Fast2 has you covered. Thanks so much for joining us today, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.